Hi, everyone. Welcome to Writer of the Week. Today we're here with Katlynn Brooke, author of the young adult fantasy Ialana series. Welcome, Katlynn. How are you today?
Hello, Melissa. I'm fine, thank you, and thanks for having me on.
So what was the catalyst that made you want to write these books, and when did that happen?
Well, at first I was just doing art. I'm a watercolor artist in my previous life, and I kind of got burned out by just doing the same thing over and over again. And I was teaching art, and I thought there must be something else that I can do that I can really get excited about. And I started writing. I wrote my first book, Talk to the Moon, which is very, very loosely based on my mother's experiences as a missionary in Africa. And while it's fiction, her diaries inspired me to write a book about that, just making it up. So I wrote that book, and then I ran into another wall. I was writing the sequel to that book, and for some reason it just wouldn't get off the ground. And I thought there must be something I can do to inspire me. What is it that I really want to write? Maybe it isn't African history or historic literature. So I thought, what do I like to read? And I really love to read fantasy. I was inspired by Tolkien and many other very good fantasy writers, their world-building skills. And I realized that I had a lot of fantasy in me that wanted to get out, because as a child I was always daydreaming and making stuff up and thinking of other worlds and other creatures and people. And I started writing my first book, The Sex and the Crystals of Ialana, and it just spilled out of me literally in about 3 months. I had the first draft out, and I could have spent more time on that, developing it, but I just wanted to get it out there. And then the second and third and fourth books followed very quickly in succession.
Oh, that's amazing. And was there anything that surprised you along the way in the process of writing the books?
Yes, there was quite a lot that surprised me, but I think the thing that surprised me the most was how these characters that are now in the books wanted to get out. And it felt almost as if the books were writing themselves, especially the first three. I really didn't have to think that much about them. They just literally flew out of, my fingers as I was writing. And I could see them. I felt as if I knew them. And that was very surprising to me.
And what has your experience been with the method that you chose to publish?
Well, I self-publish, and I really did not go the way of trying to get traditionally published by looking for agents and publishers. And I thought I'd really like to try and self-publish just to see what it's like. And I enjoyed that process because I'm my own boss. And I can, take my time, or I can write what I want to write and not feel under any pressure. And I also learned a lot about publishing that I didn't know before, especially the marketing aspect of it. And I'm still learning. And it's been a very steep learning curve for me, but I think I'm finally getting to the point where I'm beginning to understand it more. And I enjoy the process because it keeps me engaged.
And who are your readers, and what would you like them to know about your books?
Well, my readers, I feel, are from the ages of 13 through 16, maybe older, and even in their 20s and 30s. And what is also surprising is, according to my feedback, I'm getting a lot of older readers. I mean, even up to my age. they're not all young people out there. And I would like the young people to read my books because I feel there's a lot in there for them. My books are basically about self-empowerment and how thoughts are things and how thoughts are behind what we create and what we manifest in our lives. And that is what I would like people to know when they're still very young, so that they can shape their thoughts in a way that is self-empowering and positive. And while my books are not preachy, I don't feel they are. They're very entertaining, but they do have that message, that theme behind them, that anybody can be self-empowered if they choose.
That's such an inspiring message.
Thank you.
Katlynn's books are available on Amazon, and if you want to find out more, you can go to her website, katlynbrooke.com. Thank you so much for being with us today, and we wish you a lot of success with your books.
Thank you very much, Melissa, and thank you again for having me here.